Right, here is a video review for the Shattered Glass set of Optimus Prime and Ratchet. It was a set that I had kind of passed on, hadn't really planned on picking up, and then they showed off one. They're expanding the Shattered Glass line, and they showed off that Megatron, which is the tank mode again, but with some different parts to turn him into like a kind of a space jet. And the deco is really good, and it's intriguing enough that I ordered one. And I figured, well, if I'm going to have Shattered Glass Megatron, regardless of how deep into the line I go, you got to have Shattered Glass Optimus to go with him. And Ratchet was just kind of came with it. So, now I've seen Blur. Blur looks not bad. They showed off Starscream yesterday, and that is, it's probably several days ago by the time this goes up. But, and Starscream's actually looking pretty good. I know some people who didn't like the fact, but I like the fact that it's using the Siege Tetrajet-esh mode. I think his alt mode deco looks really great. So we may be more into the Shattered Glass line than I thought, and we'll see what comes. I'm expecting they'll probably do a Rodimus and Bumblebee, and maybe, Grimlock would be a big figure to do if they use the leader class mold, but who knows? But Shattered Glass, apparently it's going to be a longer term thing, and but like I said, I've always dug the kind of the blue and purple of the Shattered Glass Prime mold. I like his color scheme. If it had just been him, I probably would have had him a long time ago. Ratchet I don't care for. But anyway, here's the 2-pack of them together. We'll do Ratchet first since he's kind of... Anyway, he does have some pretty cool teal and white and purple. The color scheme is interesting. It's just, I'm just not a big fan of this basic mold as part of it. I have his gun stored back here. It could go on. I could have stuck it up here just as easily. Anyway, he also comes with this little light bar that pegs in. You can unpeg it. I just leave it on there because who cares? Just leave it right there on the shield. So the shield comes up. It's the same as the Ironhide mold. Just kind of get the... I guess you can do that first. We got kind of folds around the body. Oh, come on. There we go. We'll just do what we can. These are supposed to pop off, but I couldn't get my thumb underneath them. But yeah, and then once that's off, you can fold these in, peg it in. These fold in to form like a little spiky shield. You can slide this up, or it has to be up this way for vehicle mode, but you can slide that out to be some thrusters. I guess if it's a blaster, if you put it this way on his arm. And this is just the base, same kind of square mold that we've gotten with this thing. You just kind of bring the arms up and out, fold these in, fold these panels down. Got these big old feet sticking off the back, but in teal this time. Pull the bumper down, rotate the upper torso, flip his head up, clip it into place, bring the window up, bring the arms down and around, and look, it's a purple and teal Ratchet. A lot more teal visible in this mode, a la mode. But it's Ratchet. You can give him his gun. You can give him his, like I said, you can plug it on like this to be a blaster, which seems silly. You can fold it around and slide it back up like this, and it's kind of a stabby shield. You can, if you want, he does have a port here on his back. You can just store it on his back like that, which is probably the best use for it. Just kind of hang there, but whatever. Ball joint, swivels, balls are swivels. It's Ratchet. There you go. He's Ratchet in different colors off to the side. On to the main event, because whatever. He's in the box when you get it. So here's Optimus, and he's got the cool same old transformation as Prime, which is actually a lot more foldy than you would expect from Box Truck Prime. He's got the gun over here, except gray this time instead of solid black. Pull that off the back, fold it in half, and there's his big chunko rifle. It's Chunko. Then we come back here, these little tanks fold in. We'll go ahead and pop the panels here on the side. Both sides. Here, come on, open up, there we go. That will let you bring the arms out and around. Once the arms out, he's got these little back of his abs, back of his sides, hips, pancreas, I don't know. Open up these wheel panels, which will let you fold the legs down. Open up his toes. Open up his toes. And then untap his legs. This whole panel is going to flip up, and the wheels will fold in. Well, actually, might want to rotate his torso around first, or his lower abdomen, then fold those in. And then up here, fold in these fake windows. I guess they're not fake, they're just the side windows. Fold that in here. Fold this whole panel up, and then fold this. You need to open this up and flip his head out. And once his head is out, you can lock that into place, and then this will fold up into the body like that. Super fold, fold, fold. Peg them together. Ta-da! He's Optimus, except for he doesn't have his hands out. But that's easy. You just open up his arms, like many an Optimus before him. Bring his arms out. Not his arms out, his hands. His great hands, which are on swivels and open with the fingers. Get some posability out of the way. But so he's got a ball joint neck, swivels at the shoulder, bicep swivel, wrist swivel, waist swivel. The dual hips, double hinge knees. It may just be a single hinge. Single hinge that goes very far. He's got ankle tilt. He's got toes and heels. Most people don't have articulated heels. You know what I mean. Ankles. Cool red eyes. Taking hold of his gun. Like that. Just look at it. It's cool. It's the evil Optimus in his evil pose with his cool literal shattered glass here on his chest. And speaking of his chest, you can open it up. He does have a removable little dark purple and yellow matrix in silver. It's molded in clear yellow plastic, as you just saw. It's actually mostly clear yellow plastic with just a smidge of paint on the front because, it's there. You can keep it in his chest. With a purple and yellow matrix. My college colors were purple and yellow. One of my college colors were purple and yellow. Or purple and gold. This old JMU Optimus. Anyway, there he is. And just as a quick comparison, I didn't dig Ironhide out. I don't know where he's at. But there's the two primes together. Like I said, Ratchet's in there. But there's Shattered Glass Optimus Prime. And he's going to look great with Shattered Glass Megatron. And maybe some of the other figures. Ratchet will be on the display if I start collecting a lot of these things. Don't worry. Just Prime is where it's at. So yeah, there's a good look at them together. Are they friends? No, they are not. Oh, also, you know what I didn't notice? I didn't notice that he had his Autobot symbol on the other side. That's kind of cool. I guess, mirror image, I guess, but still weird. Anyway, Shattered Glass, Optimus Prime, and Ratchet together in a box. You can get them. Like I said, Ratchet, have your own opinion on Ratchet. If you love Ratchet, great. Like I said, I do like the teal. I wish there were maybe a little more purple on him, but then he might look too much like Optimus. I don't know. I do dig the teal. Teal's he's a very Dreadwind color scheme on him. Actually, but it's kind of a very every Decepticon in the last year of Transformers color scheme all together. But it's a nice teal. But like I said, he kind of came with the Optimus, in my opinion. If you love him, great. I'm not saying don't like him. But this set was really for the Optimus, and the Optimus really shines. So